Hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, a little bit of a different reading today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do the transformation reading for the royal family members. So, what are they transforming from and what are they transferring to? Now, I learned of this reading in a little booklet that I have provided to all the magician level. So if you haven't seen the community post about getting your autumn tarot reading little booklet, please look in the community section for the link. All right. I can't post it here because it is private for the magician members only. All right. So I'm going to do this with major arcanas only, and I'm using the Heather Hope's intuitive art. She does beautiful, beautiful work. I've used these before, and she also has little oracle cards that match up with it, so we can get some further clarifications. So you'll see what I mean here in a moment. So what we're doing is we are looking for the death card, because the death card is transformation. The death card is Scorpio. We aren't quite in Scorpio season, but basically Scorpio is I'm going to say the ambiance for all of autumn. I'm going to tell you why. In your eighth house, which Scorpio rules, is money, investments, other people's money. It's big money, big money, as Lori Lothian likes to call it, chunky money. And of course, that's the harvest, isn't it? That's when all the fruits of your labor in the ancient time came to bear. All your work, all your harvest comes to fruition in autumn time. The trees are groaning with fruits. The vegetables are ready to be plucked. The pumpkins, all the foods are ready. All right. So let's do King Charles first, because he is the Scorpio king after all. So this mostly applies to him. So Charles, what transformation can he look forward to this autumn? So we're just doing autumn. We're doing what's leaving him this autumn and what's coming back. Autumn, of course, runs right until December 21st. It covers Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius in the tropical. And the only reason I'm using tropical is because tropical is seasonal. It is based on the seasons. It's based on the sun, not the stars. That's why it's called your sun sign in tropical astrology. That's why you follow your sun sign, because it's based on the sun. All right. Whereas sidereal is based on the stars on the actual sky. Now you know. Okay, King Charles. Shall we begin? Okay, so we're looking for the death card, the Scorpio card. Equilibrium, integration, beginnings, higher calling, illumination, surrender, maturity, shadow self. That's the devil. Introspection, leadership, transformation. There it is. Okay, so here's the death card, transformation. So we look and see what is leaving him. The Emperor, leadership. How many of us have called that this November he will know that he will give up his leadership? This is almost spooky. And as soon as I saw the Emperor there, I thought, I hope this isn't the death card. Okay, so what's he transforming to? So that's the next card. Cause and effect. Justice. Harvest. Karma. Balance. legal documents. Let's clarify that a little bit. Let's clarify that a little bit. Let's pull out some clarifiers. So what's leaving him is the Emperor, is the leadership. And what's coming is justice and karma. Now, I don't want to say for a minute that Cancer is any kind of justice and karma. I'm not saying that at all. But what other actions has Charles done behind the scenes that could create this justice and karma, that could create legal documents, that could create returning to balance? Is this balancing his books with his son, with both sons? Let's find out. Let's get some clarifiers. Growth. Manifestation. Well, he's going to manifest some kind of growth. Is he manifesting himself out of this lifetime? Is there just so much on his plate he can't take it? Is he going to grow into the next level? Sometimes my Eight of Cups, because you move on, you're moving on to the next level, you're transitioning, your transition to the great next adventure. And, you know, we do put flowers at a funeral. I'm wondering if there's something here he's manifesting. Like if he's having troubles with Camilla, and he's having troubles with his son, and he's having troubles with his health, at what point do you just say, you know what, sod it, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. I want balance in my life. I want to be healthy. I want to be happy. Cause and effect karma. Well, I guess we'll see what kind of karma King Charles has coming for him. Like I said, I'm not saying it has anything to do with his Cancer at all. Maybe it is. Maybe it is karma that we hear something about a divorce, right? I don't know. But he's manifesting it. He's manifesting it, whatever it is. All right, Camilla, Queen Camilla. What's she transitioning to this autumn? Queen Camilla, what is she transitioning to this autumn? Queen Camilla, let's find out. So remember, we're looking for the Death card, the transformation. There it is. So we have introspection. There's the transformation and changing cycles. Wheel of Fortune. So how do we match this up with what Charles is going through? So what's leaving is introspection, and what's coming is changing cycles. Wheel of Fortune. She's got big changes coming this autumn for her. Big changes. Now the Wheel of Fortune is that, you know, she's finally free to do what she wants. Does she run into, I'm going to close that up a little bit. Does she run into a little bit of money? Is her health going to be good? What's going on here? Looks like Camilla's going to have a great autumn. Something is changing for her. The Wheel of Fortune. So, but what she's leaving is the Hermit. I'm getting something that she will expose something that she's been hiding. right? You think the introspection, she's been hiding something, and then there's some kind of transformation, and now she's free to expose it somehow. Wheel of Fortune. Changing cycles. All right. William. 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 What's transforming for William this autumn? What's transforming for William this autumn? When you freak out if what's coming is the Emperor? Boy, did I speak too soon. I just realized, you know what? I wonder if the Hermit is leaving Camilla's life because she doesn't have to deal with Charles anymore. That just popped into my head. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that out loud. William. Okay. Maturity. So this is strength. Strength is leaving him. The Leo is leaving him. Huh? Maybe that's Megan. Is leaving him. The strength. This is called maturity. And then he's transforming to surrender to the Hanged Man. Okay, so is something going to happen with Charles that he doesn't pass away, but there's abdication or co-regency? Anyways, he's stuck. He absolutely is the Hanged Man. Surrender to what you have to deal with. But he's going to be losing some kind of strength in the meantime. Maybe the strength of having the backing of his father, but he has to definitely surrender to see something from a different point of view. Perhaps he has to surrender to make peace with his brother. And again, I'm not calling it, now they're best buddies, but he has to, maybe that's it. He has to give up this strength about never, ever, 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 ever seeing him again. And he's kind of stuck that he has to put up with Harry. Interesting. Actually, I'm going to clarify that surrender. That just occurred to me. Let's clarify. What's he surrendering? What's William surrendering? What's William surrendering? What's William surrendering? Faith. Where was that reading I did? It wasn't that long ago. Was it even this week? About what William is going to change. And there's something in the religion. There was something in the church. So he has to surrender faith. He has to trust that everything's going to work out fine. And perhaps that's why he has to give up the strength. Maybe he has to give up his controlling features and just have faith that everything's going to work out. Huh? Catherine, Princess of Wales. 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 Well, where is it? Well, this is strange. Okay. She has to give up the High Priestess, the intuition, the secrets. And now we need a clarifier. How come she doesn't have what she's moving on towards? maybe giving up some of this High Priestess stuff is enough of a transformation. Maybe giving up some of these secrets. The truth shall set you free is all the transformation that she needs. Maybe learning to trust her intuition is all the transformation she needs. Let's see if we can get some clarifiers. Strength. Strength. Yeah, there's something here. Yeah, the truth shall set you free. The truth shall set you free. She's going to release or let go or expose some secrets, and the truth shall set her free. And she'll be in a much stronger position. So trusting her intuition is all the transformation that she needs. Trusting her information, when to release secrets, when to keep secrets, is all the transformation she needs. She doesn't need to transform into anything else. This is her strength, is trusting her intuition. Isn't that funny? I said the truth shall set you free, and out came that card. All right. Let's do our sweet, dear Princess Royal, Queen Anne, that we always like to call her. Let's find out. Don't worry, I'll get to Harry and Meghan at the end, because they're not really royals, are they? We're just doing the senior royals, senior working royals first. Okay. The Princess Royal, Queen Anne, what will she be transforming? She has a lot going on in her life right now. So let's find out. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, there we go. All right. Ooh, she is definitely closing some doors. She's closing some doors and leaving them behind. Let's see what she's transforming. Leadership into the Emperor. Okay, so we've always called her Queen Anne. We've always said she should have been the monarch, the next sovereign. I'm wondering if something happens to Charles and she's co-regency with William somehow. Somehow she's a leader in here. She's closing some doors. This is higher calling. This is Saturn. This is the world. This is successful ending, successful closure of chapters in her life. And she's transforming into a more leadership role. Most people, when they're her age, it's you get out from your leadership role and you retire. The world card is the retiring card. So is she coming out of retirement, per se, to become more of a leader? Is she going to be the power behind the throne? More of a leadership role. Interesting. What was Wheel of Fortune? That doesn't matter. Let's find out. Clarify this. What kind of leader is she going to be? What kind of leader is she going to be? What kind of leader? What kind of leader is she going to be? Inner Compass Oracle. There we go. Union. Okay, so yes, she actually is going to be working either with Charles or William. 100%. Whether we see it out in the public or not, she is definitely has a higher power than we realize behind the scenes. She's actually going to be catapulted more into a leadership role. I wonder if it's because William is going to be too busy, so she has to take on some of Charles. Because who's he going to give it to? Seriously. I mean, there's always Edward and Sophie, sure. But they're also, busy. And if Anna's up to it, and Anna's always been beside Charles. We've seen that. We know they've been fighting lately. But perhaps Anne steps in, so there's no room for Harry. Or maybe she takes leadership on handling Harry, right? This one's actually kind of interesting. Edward. He's always so quiet. He really reminds me of Duke of Kent. Just solid, quiet, in the background there. You never hear much from him. But he's always there, dressed up, ready to serve. See if he's going to have any kind of transformation coming up, because they have both gone through their Saturn return. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune, transformation, and then the Moon. I'm telling you, well, the Moon card is the Pisces card, and he is the Pisces. I wonder if he's going to go more quiet. I wonder if he's going to go more quiet. Like, you think about the changing cycles that he has, that's behind him now. He's transforming into the Moon. So more behind the scenes. Wonder if there's more going on behind the scenes than we are led to believe. Let's clarify that Moon. Clarify the Moon, please. Clarify the Moon, self-reflection. What's he hiding? What's the veil? What's the illusion with Edward? Abundance. Oh, is he going to run into some money problems, some money issues? Or maybe his money issues are over. And now he has abundance and he's hiding it somewhere. Right? I was shocked to find out Beatrice and Eugenie got that much money from Queen Elizabeth. So if the grandchildren got that much money, imagine how much the children got. All right, let's do Harry. What's transforming to Harry? I know we all want to see the lovers behind him, the marriage behind him. The justice can sometimes be marriage as well. For Harry, what's transforming Harry this autumn? Oh, ooh, Harry got leadership as well. The Emperor as well. What's he transforming to? The sun, illumination. I think we're going to see Harry make up with his dad, 100%. Here's the prodigal son returning. Even though the Emperor is leaving him, it will be, I think what's going to happen is we'll see Harry more at the forefront, and perhaps that's where William has to surrender and just let it happen so his father can go in peace. The spotlight will be on Harry. The spotlight's going to be more so on Harry. He might have a bit of a rebirth as well. because we have the death and the sun here. And as you know, if you listen to this channel a lot, you come through the sun back to earth. So this is reborn in some sense. Well, he might lose his father. And that might change everything about Harry. Might become a whole new different person. Let's clarify that. What's going to be illuminated? What's going to be the spotlight on Harry? What's going to be the spotlight on Harry? What's going to be the spotlight on Harry? Manifestation. Oh, that did a natural cut right there. Magic. And listen. Okay. I think Harry's going to get some money from this will. I think he's going to kind of write another book about it. We're going to have to listen to something. It almost looks like Wallace Simpson, doesn't it? So who does that remind you of? We might hear about some kind of new book or something. And I'm wondering if that's what he's going to threaten his dad with. You don't want this, you don't want this book to be published before you die. It's all ready to go. It's that time you didn't buy me gum at the checkout when I was 3. Remember that? All right. Don't you ever wonder about that? Like going through the checkout and your kids are screaming for a chocolate bar and you're like, thanks, grocery store. Or gum or something. You're going like, no, we're going to go home, make supper. Then you think, oh my God, they're going to be on Oprah one day. I was at the checkout and my mom didn't want to give me a chocolate bar. I don't know where that came from. Whining Harry. Okay, Megan. What's transforming for Megan? What's transforming for Megan? What's transforming for Megan? I hope you're enjoying a different kind of style of reading. I think we're all kind of sick of the Paris and, who's not with who and who's with who. And I just wanted a bit of a break from that. Megan, what's she transforming? Where's the devil? So she's going to still be the devil. All right. So we have the sun and then her transformation. I think she's going to. I'm gonna say she's gonna go dark, and I don't mean that in a racist way, and I don't mean completely. I think for her, I think she's gonna go a little bit quieter because right now she wants the spotlight on her. She wants everybody to be looking at her. She tried to. This is rebranding, failed again. Look at that. The clock agrees with me. She just put out that thing with Lily about World Girls Day or something like that. Didn't put anything out for Harry's boy, but this little model that she has that she pays good money for, so she might as well use her. So I think the spotlight's going to start to go off of Meghan Markle. I think the joy is going to start to leave her. And she's going to transform. What is she transforming into? Beginnings. Beginnings. This is the Fool card. It's also beginnings and endings. Right? So I think we're going to see another rebranding. I'm going to say there's something to do with color blue. A lot. This is almost like the same posture, like swimming away, walking away, starting new. Is she going to start anew? It's find out, what is she beginning? Where is she beginning? Where is she beginning? So maybe that's her whole thing, is that she goes dark and goes quiet, gets off social media, wants a brand new fresh start, not taking much with her, not taking much with her. Right? The Fool is, you're walking away from everything. You have a fresh start, innocence. And we all know she's not innocent. Well, maybe you're thinking things through, but there's keys here too. And she's not reaching for the keys, not reaching for things to unlock the past, or maybe those are the keys that lock the past behind. Let's find out. Inner vision. I think we are going to see her. I think her PR is going to tell her, back away. You're way overexposed. Way overexposed. That's what I think. Inner vision. I think she's going to do lots of like manifestation stuff. What's here? Surrender. Yeah. I think she's going to start to realize she has to start all over again. All over again, like with everything. Simplicity. There you go. Is she going to walk away from her children? Is she going to walk away from her children? Is she going to walk away from her children? Like start, that's what I mean, like start brand new. Manifestation. How many of them got manifestation? Why is this card? This is the Magician card. Why is it like stalking me? Or is this the accident that she wants to? Remember, we've read that Lily's actually in a really bad accident. Divine timing. Divine timing. Well, Diana did say, let everything play out. Can you imagine? Oh, let's go back 7 years when we didn't even know what a Meghan Markle was. How peaceful were our lives? Well, now we get to see, is this all going to happen this autumn? Looks like something big is happening. I can't stop thinking about Williams for some reason. He's just going to have to surrender to what comes next. Can't fight it. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed this type of reading, something different, or you like the same old, same old. I know a lot of you are really bored with it, as am I, and trying to make this same kind of subject matter a little bit more interesting. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.